So it's been a while, but World War III has now been out about 3 or 4 months. Is it worth getting? Well, the honest answer is a little complicated. Sure, if you've got £20 lying around not doing anything for you, get it on sale. I think it's about 20 quid on the Steam sales. I don't know what that is in dollars. 25. It's a pretty cheap game. If you like the following features in your shooters, such as a mix of objective-based maps and deathmatch, ridiculous amounts of customization, and to top that all off with pretty decent gunplay, why not? It's got that kind of Battlefield 3-4 vibe, and it's a modern day shooter, which is what a lot of us were waiting for. I'm pretty sure that a lot of us got bored of the World War I, World War II shenanigans that EA have been throwing at us. So there's that, and also if you're genuinely interested in a new IP from a small team, yeah, sure, go ahead, give it a punt. But I have to say this. Do not buy if you're not into supporting early access games. As I say, it's early access, very rough around the edges, but if you think about it, so was Battlefield 5. That in essence is an early access game because it's so incomplete and it's 3 times the price, but enough of that. If you're expecting Call of Duty type slickness, this isn't the game for you, and if you've got zero patience with buggy games from small devs, give it a massive swerve. It's not the game for you. You're going to be unhappy with it. The game had a clusterfuck of a launch. It put a lot of people off. The player base is actually quite small, so it suffered a lot from that. I personally know about 3 people who just bought the game and returned it because they just couldn't get a game. So those are the reasons maybe not getting it. Save your money. Spend it on something else, okay? Okay, so what from a player's perspective are the outstanding problems? Alright, let's not call them problems, let's be a little bit more positive, let's call them annoyances. But first of all, player movement. Incredibly jerky still. I wish it was a lot smoother, more like a Battlefield 4, that would be awesome. Granted, different game engine, so let's just say I wish it was more like Insurgency. That's built on Unreal Engine 4, I believe, as well. So no excuse there, just make it slick. That's all I'm asking for. Maybe it's a big ask, but that's really what you need to have. Moving on to maps. The Smolensk, I hope I said that right, test map. It looks like something out of Sonic the Hedgehog, like the Green Hill Zone if I remember. It looks terrible. Don't put a map out into the player environment which looks like, well, it's not finished. And from what I understand, there's actually another version of the map which is much further along in its development in the player test environment. But again, that's kind of annoying. I don't want to have 2 different environments on my PC. That's just taking up hard drive space. Super annoying. Another annoyance. Spawning. When I spawn, I don't want to spawn into a hail of bullets. When you spawn in on your squad lead, the number of times I've been gunned down is like insurmountable. Nobody likes it. Take a leaf out of somebody else's book. There's millions of games that handle this a lot better. That needs to be sorted out because it pisses everyone off. So get rid of that. Moving on to VoIP. There's no VoIP in the game. And to be honest, that's not really a problem for me. It's not a biggie because, frankly, I use Discord. When I'm playing with friends, I just Discord up. And usually in games that have built-in VoIP, it's quite, well, let's put it this way, there's some special people out there in the world and you wouldn't want to introduce them to grandma, you know what I mean? I'm not missing it. It'd be a nice to have maybe, but I can make do. So in your own time, Farm 51, in your own time, it's not a big issue. Something that is a big issue though is falling through the maps. It tends to happen on a regular basis to me. I'll spawn in and I will either fall through the map to my death, or I will fall into some kind of weird purgatory where I can see other players running around the map. And I can shoot them, and they've actually shot me as well, but I think they've been shooting blind. But you're stuck in that one position, and the only thing you can do is respawn. And not only do you have to respawn once, you have to respawn maybe a couple of times or quit out. It's a real pain in the arse when it happens. So that really needs to be sorted out. Okay, so tanks and APCs. I love riding around in these, they're great. If you go into third person, brilliant to drive around the cities with. However, absolutely useless to shoot at anything with, because there's no crosshairs when you're in third person. You have to switch from third to first person to get any crosshairs to see what you're shooting at, because once you're in third person, you cannot lift the turret. It's unusable. And you just end up getting gunned down if you decide to stay in third person, which you can't really. So again, something else that needs sorting out. Okay, and now let's look at a couple of issues that happen when you're not in battle. One that is a personal bugbear for me is before I get into a battle and I have to decide what role I'm going to play, i.e. attacker or defender, my cursor will actually freeze. So yeah, not a good look. But what's really annoying is the lack of roaming profiles between servers. Now, for a game that has brilliant customization, in fact, excessive customization. I'm not complaining about that. I love it. The main problem with that is profiles don't carry over. So if I'm playing with friends on US servers and I come over from the EU ones, my profile doesn't come with me. So I have to re-customize everything again. And that is just annoying. Please sort it out. We want to be playing the game, not sitting around configuring the same stuff we configured on 4 other servers. So there you have it. My take on World War III, warts and all. I think I covered most of the pros and the cons, and also some of the problems, annoyances, but what can I say? I'm actually enjoying the game quite a bit. When the gunplay is popping, it is sublime. Obviously though, when the bugs kick in, that is a complete downer. But anyway, let me know what you think. Did you buy World War III? Are you enjoying it? Do you hate it? Did you buy it and return it? Put your feedback in the comments down below and let me know how you feel about the whole situation. Anyway, my name is Hitkel. I've been your humble fabulist today. If you like what you heard, think about leaving a like or a subscribe, and why not follow me on Twitter and Twitch, where I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.